I don't stop my dogs from having gates in my front lawn to piss off my pearl-clutching neighbors. What? You guys, I have a confession to make. It's not easy saying this, and you guys are probably going to unsub after this. You're probably going to be like, I hate you. You're the worst person I've ever met, and I hope you die. Okay, that was a lot, but I have to get this off of my chest. If I don't get it off now, then I don't know when I'll ever. And here it is. Sometimes before I go to bed, I play the Twilight book in my ear. Like, I don't know, like it's just a nice book to fall asleep to, bro.
I knew he was more than a little confused by my decision. Like my mother before me, I hadn't made a secret of my distaste for forks.
I just love Edward, like I just love the movies. And I think the books are great too, and yeah, that's my confession. That's my Today, guys, we are looking at r/confessions. People telling their dirty, dark secret on Reddit. Why I'm doing this? While we were in Ethiopia, when we didn't have internet, my wife and I would read these to my wife. Really, we would just lay in bed and I would read them to her, and she thought they were freaking hilarious. So, I don't know what you're doing right now. Maybe you're laying down, maybe you're chilling, but maybe you'll find some of these confessions interesting. Let's get right into it, eh? Confession number 1. I poked a hole in a condom and purposefully got a girl pregnant to prove I wasn't gay. I think that's a lot. I'm sorry, what? Just to prove you're not gay is crazy. Getting a girl pregnant just to prove you're not gay is just a crazy start. But let's hop into this. This was the late 80s and I was 14/15 and things weren't a great time to be a gay teenager. Not that it excuses what I did. I was so afraid of being outed that I started a relationship with my then best friend's sister. My friends were constantly messing with me about not having slept with her and calling me gay. They were just joking, but I took it so seriously that I convinced her sex. I convinced her sex and I poked a hole in the condom hoping to get her pregnant so that I'd have proof. I feel like you could have went about this a better way, you know? I feel like you could have taken the condom back with semen in it. They might have believed you, right? Like, but poking a hole in it to prove, like, yeah, they think I'm gay? I'm gonna have a baby. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a baby. Yeah! Like, what? She did end up pregnant, and when I found out, the reality of what I did really hit me. She just thought the condom didn't work, and I never told her I did it on purpose. She was forced to go to an alternative school and eventually dropped out to have the baby. All because was calling you gay? You done gave her life the craziest detour of all time. I'm not gonna say ruined her life. Ruined her life is just, it's like, I don't think a baby is gonna ruin her life, but you're definitely giving her a crazy detour. And without her consent, her and her family moved away with the baby, and I never kept in contact with them. I've always felt like a piece of ruining her life and abandoning my... Damn. So you still haven't seen the kid to this day? From the late 80s? How old is the kid now? 20 plus, maybe 30? 30 plus. Yeah, wow, that is a confession. Yes. That is a freaking confession right there. Let's go to the next one. I pretended to be my... Oh my goodness. I pretended to be my dad, and now my friend's mom wants to me. My friend, male 18, let's call him Jaden, and I, male 17, were at a friend's party getting drunk. Jaden has a really strict mom, so he told her he was sleeping over at my place. She needed a parent's number, so he just gave her my number pretending it's my dad's. She ended up calling to make sure it was okay for him to sleep over, so I deepened my voice pretending to be my dad and told her that it was fine. Bamboozling. You could just, like, moms I feel like are just respectfully too easy to bamboozle. Is it just me, bro? She apologized for seeming like a helicopter mom and said she's just new to being a single parent. Fair enough. My dad is a single parent too, so I thought it'd be nice to reassure her that it gets better. Later that night, I got a text from her saying, "It's nice to know there are other single parents out there." To text late at night, "It's nice to know there are other single parents out there." She wants your dad from the jump. That's already the text. Later that night, it's nice. It's like an invitation in, like, you're single, I'm single. What's poppin'? What's poppin', huh? Being the drunk dumbass I was, I responded, "Definitely. I'm here if you need someone." Oh, that's crazy. Did you do that by mistake or were you just horny? Because that's crazy. Did you tell your friend, like, yo, Your mom's texting me right now, bro. Is this okay to text her? Right? Like you'd want to know if your friend was texting your mom, like especially if you guys made up a whole plan to sleep over at his house. It has been 2 months and not a single week has passed where she hasn't texted me. Damn. Last night she tried to FaceTime me saying that it was a particularly lonely night. Oh my gosh, she wants me. This is crazy, bro. You have to confess. You have to fess up. And when I said I was busy working, she sent a nude saying, "Are you too busy for this?" No, that's not how she said it. She sent a nude saying, "Are you too busy for this?" I don't know how to tell Jaden his mom is sexting me. He doesn't even know she contacted me after the call. I can't just drop off either. Jaden and I are in theater together, and we have a show coming up that both of our parents are going to. I need help. Please. Bro, what is gonna happen at the show when she sees your dad? And she's gonna be like, "Did you get my nude?" He's gonna be like, what are you talking about? And what if like they sit next to each other and she just like reaches over and touches his in the audience because of you? You might be making her think like, oh, he wants me, like the dad wants me, but in reality he has no idea what's going on. They're gonna be in the audience, she's gonna reach over and just grope his leg and he's gonna be like, what the is happening? I can only find one solution for this predicament. You gotta tell your dad and hope that he's on board to take over for you. All he needs to do is text her and say, "Got a new number and wanted to make sure you had it first." Then you'll be in the clear and your dad can get things going for himself. If this works, please update. That is a solution, or you can just be honest and say, I'm gonna just be honest, Miss, what is her name? Miss Jaden. I'm gonna be honest, Miss Jaden. I am the one that you've been texting. I am the one that has your nudes. And look, I'm only 17 right now, but if you give me a few months, I turn 18 and maybe we can see where this goes. Nah, your friend would hate you for life. Don't do that. Don't take my advice. Don't take my advice. I don't think that's good advice. Got fired for AI nudes of myself I had nothing to do with. What are these titles, man? These titles will just like lock you in from the jump, bro. A while back, a scumbag I'll never know created a bunch of fake nudes of myself and sent them to people I know. Oh, that is a scumbag. You. L's in the chat for this guy. What the heck? Who does that? Family members, friends, etc. It was a huge mess. They looked so real it was hard proving to everyone that they were fake. Some were easy to prove fake because they just used one of those nude AI apps to undress some Insta photos that are now taken down, obviously. But some were my face pasted on the body of some random naked girl with a similar body. Those were harder to prove they were fake. Recently, there have been some new ones? Why is he doing this? Yo, I'm sorry. If you are sitting and making AI nudes of somebody, bro, you need help. Like, there's no other way to put it. You need more than therapy, bro. You need Jesus. Recently, there have been some new ones. I couldn't believe them. Matching beauty marks, a scar on my shoulder. It was literally impossible to prove they were fake. Whoa, that is crazy. The pictures were sent around to my coworkers somehow. My boss eventually caught wind of it. There was nothing I could do to prove they were fake. I tried explaining to him, but he fired me anyway. I can't say he's a dick. But like, you know, he thinks they're real, like hard to prove that they're not. And he's like, bro, we can't have this going on in the workplace. And he's just doing his job. The stalker guy is the one that we all need to find and just pee on him or some shit, cause him. I don't know if it's a stalker, a sociopath or something. I just want it to stop. Nothing is the same anymore. My life has been hard enough as it is. I just don't want my little sister to go through the same thing. Oh God, and you have a little sister. This AI stuff is really, really scary, man. This title looks crazy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I made the mistake of looking on my wife's computer and she has over 150 gigabytes of blacked porn on her hard drive. And now I'm hating life. What? 150 gigabytes of black porn is menacing. Your wife is a freak, nigga. 150 gigabytes of black porn? Bro, if you're still, honestly, if you're still downloading the porn and keeping it on a hard drive, you are a freaky dicky nigga, bro. Like, oh God. I'm not upset because they're black dudes reeling these chicks. I'm not racist. I'm upset and hurt because my wife's biggest sexual fantasies are apparently dudes who look nothing like me and have probably twice my size. Oh, you're not black? Oh, this just makes this awkward. I feel bad now. I'm just imagining if I check my wife's phone and she's just watching porn of like Asian guys or something, right? Then I'd be like, yo, what the is going on? What is happening? Is there something you want to tell me? I watched a couple videos just out of curiosity and these dudes are all absurdly hung. How the can I get paid with this shit? Yo, you need to talk to her. You need to talk to her about her fantasies. You married this woman. This is scary. I feel like you should know these kind of secrets before you get married, bro. I honestly feel really hurt and emasculated. I talked to her, but I don't even want to have this discussion. That's understandable. It'd definitely be a tricky one to have. Like, for sure, it'd be a tricky one to have. I'm also mad because a couple of years ago, she caught me looking at porn and wasn't happy about it. So what the it's okay for her, but not me? Does this make sense to anyone? Maybe it's not her hard drive. Maybe she's borrowing it from a friend. That's a possibility. Maybe it's not even her hard drive. A friend gave me the hard drive to use so I can upload some files, and there was just porn on it. I just don't understand how people are missing the fact that it's 150 gigabytes. That's what I'm saying, 150 gigabytes of porn. That is just profound to me. Yeah, we could talk about how porn is fantasy, blah, 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 but even without addressing the fact she didn't want him to watch porn, but she feels she can and does, she has a problem. No, she definitely has a problem. Because 150 gigabytes, you're addicted. Like, there's no other way. Gigabytes. I don't even know if my computer has that many gigabytes on it. That, like, bro, bro, come on now. I don't stop my dogs from having gates in my front lawn to piss off my pearl-clutching neighbors. What? Let's get into it. I have 2 male pit mixes, and they're more or less in a gay relationship with each other. They each other a lot. I tried to stop them at first, but they just keep going right to it, so I just gave up. Honestly, at that point, it's like, fuck it. Like, you guys are having fun. It looks safe, so fuck it. I do the same thing. Well, my neighbor came over once, complained about them in the front yard. I usually put them in the back. She was very rude about it, and I don't like her or her husband anyway. So now I only put them in the front yard, and I will also keep them from in the house if I can, so they out in the front yard the most. Just petty. All right, bro. You don't want my dogs. You're gonna see that every day. You're gonna see the dogs making love and stroking every day. My neighbor's husband came over too and complained the other day. He's a preppy, stuck-up. I told him it's a free country and my gay dogs can in the yard if they want. It's facts though. I think that's allowed, right? Dogs are free to just wherever they want, right? Like if it's on your property. Like, they don't have to be indoor. Do dogs have to be indoors to He didn't like that and said he was gonna call the cops. The cops never came, but my dogs still in the yard, and I sometimes see my neighbors shut their blinds angrily while they Woo! Yeah, that is beautiful revenge. That is beautiful revenge. If you don't like anybody, this is like, moral of the story, if you have neighbors that you don't like, get some gay dogs and just let them go at it in the front yard and piss your neighbors off. Unless they're into that type, then it might not be good for you. It might not, because it'd be weird if your neighbors are just like having a blast watching or some shit, like recording. Then you might want to call the cops on them. But I enjoyed these confessions. I hope you did too. Drop a like if you want more, and let me know down in the comments. And I'll definitely do another one for sure. Thank you guys so much. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one, you beautiful people.